Hi guys, a quick video after a question from, I'm going to say Case, Exploring the Wild, maybe Cass, I'm not sure, I'll tag you, was brought up about, he was interested to see what the levels of carbon dioxide were in relation to Wim Hof method of the hyperventilation and the breath holds that happen. So, very quickly, what we're looking at is, in Wim Hof, it's 30 breaths. Then you hold your breath and you breathe in and you hold your breath for a little bit at the top, and basically you then are repeating 3 times. I've got some little pictures here which demonstrate what is going on with the PCO2 levels, and as you can see, as we start, they're somewhat near the normal, near the top. This is the respiratory rate, so 30 breaths. This is obviously nothing. This is the breath holds, and this is the strong ventilation. So this is the oxygen levels, and then at the bottom chart here we can see, and I'll put a screenshot afterwards, the PCO2 levels that happened during the tests that they did. Now what we found was, obviously everyone starts with a relatively baseline level of carbon dioxide and oxygen, and as they go through these cycles, what actually happens is, because you're blowing off so much CO2, you're actually completely, for want of a better word, decimating your carbon dioxide levels, so that when you then hold your breath, it's still not getting back to anywhere near base level. So, well, it goes, so the start of the PCO2 for the, I guess on average, was 4.49, 4.5 to 6 is ish what we're looking for as a baseline. End of the hyperventilation was 2.1. End of the retention was 4. So it had come up, but not all the way. And then at the end of the second hyperventilation, it was down to 2.03. And at the end of that retention was 3.76. And then at the finish of the final round, the PCO2 was 1.69. So bearing in mind, normal is, as I said, 4.6-ish. And then the end retention after that was 3.48. So we're still basically nearly a whole, we're nearly one level off normal PCO2. So when we are doing Wim Hof, we feel like we can hold our breath forever, and that is because we don't have our normal levels of carbon dioxide within our system. And as you can see within this, we also get very, very extreme levels of hypoxia, which is low levels of oxygen, which is then why I've had this conversation many times with many people on, many strangers on Instagram, is people pass out. When your blood oxygen level goes down into the 50s, you've got a strong chance of passing out. So yeah, you're getting this very low oxygen level plus a low carbon dioxide level. So you're not getting the benefit of, say, doing, I don't know, Buteyko-y oxygen advantage / free dive work, where we're building levels of carbon dioxide to be more tolerant, which will help us with stress and anxieties. It'll help us with being fitter. It'll help us with having a greater aerobic and anaerobic threshold. You don't get that. You might feel good because you get this really like euphoric, lightheaded feeling, which is kind of what you get when you nearly pass out. Which, if you've ever free dived before or held your breath, it's the total opposite. If you hold your breath without hyperventilating, it's uncomfortable. It's really, really uncomfortable, and I don't recommend it unless you really want to. I mean, I love doing it because it's a challenge for me, but unless you want to get good at holding your breath, holding your breath for 5 minutes, holding your breath for 5 minutes is kind of pointless. So yes, so there we go. I hope that makes sense. What we get, again, very quick roundup, is if we hyperventilate and then we hold our breath, we're still not getting carbon dioxide levels even back to baseline. And if we've already got poor CO2 tolerance levels, we're not going to be benefiting ourselves for our anaerobic thresholds. We're not going to be benefiting ourselves looking at the work of Justin Feinstein and the like, of dealing better with stress and anxiety and the like, and fear and panic. So I hope that makes sense. And if you've got any questions, boop, drop below. I'm going to be doing some more videos around this kind of stuff over on my new locals page. There's a link in the bio. And if you want to learn more about breathing and moving, hit me up and let's party over at locals.